too smart now, where I know that's such a cliche thing for me to say, but it's sort of that way where they did the whole, let's beat them down to like an absolute pulp, and Triple H and that'll be him, he'll be off the shows for a little while, and then he'll be back and the fans will cheer him. But that didn't work because the fans they just went, you've just gone and given them time off for no reason. Yeah. We want them to have some sort of substance. But I think the heel turn right now is one of the only options that they've really got. They want to make him this marketable guy, and I think he needs to be the baddest heel. Because, let's be honest here, see when Seth Rollins comes back, he's probably going to be the biggest face of the company. Hands down.
Oh, yeah. I definitely agree with that.
That moment that his music hits and he comes out, and I really hope they do it as a surprise when he comes back to wrestling. Like, I don't want to see any build-up. I don't want to see any, Seth Rollins returns next week. No, I just want Seth Rollins just to return when he's ready, and then just for the fans to go absolutely crazy. That'll be him. He'll be the biggest face of the company, and he's gone from being the biggest heel from the company, and I think that they need to give him some sort of validity. They need to show that Roman Reigns can be a good wrestler, and they need to show that Roman Reigns can be a good performer, because right now he's not showing either characteristic. And I think because Rikishi spoke about after what Johnny Mundo had said in an interview. Don't know if you read about it.
Oh,
but
yes,
he sort of said a few things about Roman Reigns, and then Rikishi came online and said something about how, well, he's been double tag team champion, he's been 2-time world champion, or went on to like a swarm of things that Roman Reigns has done.
Right.
But I feel like, not discrediting titles in any way, shape or form, but I feel like nowadays titles don't make a wrestler. Achievements and titles don't make a good wrestler. Yeah, they might give you a little bit of status, but to be a true champion, you've got to be a good performer and a good wrestler. And I think that's sort of just been that way of just trying to give them that little bit of validity when someone was making a fair point about them.
This is kind of random, but you ever hear the Talk is Jericho podcast with him and Becky Lynch talking? Because this was just like one of those moments.
I'm not. I think that's the only one that I'm not.
It was just one of those moments where I remember Jericho asked Becky Lynch about the goggles and why she wears them, and she kind of talks a little bit about her airline background and how she used the goggles to kind of pilot her own life, and just, she's the only one that can control her destiny. And I'm just blown away by that. And now in this moment right here, where I just hear you talking about, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, I'm thinking, wow, honest again, blown away. Couldn't have said it better myself. So major props to you. Definitely big time.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. All right. So now I think we're getting on to the moment that we've all been waiting for. Guys, it is time for the Q&A with Suzie. So Suzie, are you ready for the questions? All right.
Questions.
All right, so first one comes from Malcolm McCoy 2, who asked the question, when's the next Cesaro sections? You did one and then just disappeared. We miss you. Exclamation part 3 times, 1 exclamation mark, 1 exclamation, exclamation, 1 exclamation. Yeah, so when's the next Cesaro section?
It's most likely going to be after WrestleMania. There's lots of things going on at WhatCulture just now, and me myself, I'm in my 4th year of university, currently doing my dissertation, which is 10,000 words long, and is a lot of work, so there will be more Cesaro sections, but just need to wait a little, just trying to finish university and get a really good class in my honours degree. So right now that's my main priority, is getting that finished, and then there's going to be plenty of time for lots of Cesaro sections and lots of Suzie content on WhatCulture.
So it's all about the patience. Got it. We have Jack's cousins. They ask you favorite match under any promotion, and if you had a finisher, what would it be called?
Well, I'm not much of a wrestler myself. I don't think I've never really wanted to be a wrestler, but I've always loved being a manager. I think my finishing move would probably be the Stephanie McMahon slap, or some sort of variation of the Stephanie McMahon slap. As Stephanie McMahon she's pretty much my hero in life, and she just is so awesome and cool. And she's a businesswoman and a mom and all these cool, awesome things that you want to be. But yeah, like, I think probably, because do you remember when, like, PlayStation 1 WWE games, I think, I'm trying to think what the first one was it, because Know Your Role was PlayStation 2, wasn't it?
PlayStation 2.
Because it was like WWF SmackDown was like Shut Your Mouth or something.
I think it was Shut Your Mouth, because Just Bring It was the later one when Brock Lesnar was a part of it, I believe. So.
Yeah, and it was the one where you started up the game and it would go, Just Bring It! Like, it had that little bit, so that was the PlayStation 2 one. But yeah, that sort of, that Stephanie McMahon slap's the one that sort of springs into my mind, is the one from, and you would just slap the person across the face and then just slap them 1,000,000 times. So if anybody knows what I'm talking about, the women's slap finisher from the old WWF SmackDown games, that would be my finishing move. Just the big slap and then just all the little slaps that come afterwards.
And I know what you're talking about, and I'm thinking, oh god, that would be just amazing. When you do that as a finisher, please load that to Twitter. I want to see that so much right now.
I'm trying to think. So what was the other one? What was the best match of all time?
Favorite match under any promotion. I think it's just, either a matchup that either you've seen or you've been a part of, anything like that.
That's such a hard question. And I have a really, really bad sort of long-term memory, so trying to think of old matches from... Actually, no. I have one that's always stuck in my mind and never, ever left my mind. From WrestleMania 17, I think? Would it be WrestleMania 17? TLC. The TLC match, where it was the Hardys and Edge and Christian and the Dudleys.
Yeah, that was TLC 2, I believe. Hopefully. I think there may have been a bit of a... Hold on. Okay, so unfortunately it seems like we got a little bit of a... Oh, wait. There we go.
We're back. I don't know what happened there.
Oh, technology. Gotta love it. Yeah, you were talking about TLC 2.
Oh. Yes, TLC 2. That's like one of my favourite matches of all time. I could probably watch that over and over again. It was...
Oh, are you kidding me?
No, I'm still here.
No, I know. I know you're still there. It's just, again, technical difficulties, which sadly people know about with this show.
Oh, dear.
Maybe. See, TLC2. But yeah, okay. I think we covered that one. This one was honestly my favorite question that somebody asked. Noah Alwyn spelled Alwan, asks, why are you so great?
I really cannot tell you an answer to that. Yeah, I'm quite a person, so I wouldn't really class myself as great, but I'm really flattered that somebody else does. That's really nice.
Actually, the funny thing was I actually talked to my friend Spencer before getting on the show. I remember looking at that question, I just busted out laughing. I'm thinking to myself, hold on, is this a question for Suzie, or is this a question for me because my name on Twitter? Guess I'm thinking, okay, it's obviously for Suzie. I don't want to seem like the selfish host here because then I'd be turning into Adam Blampier. No disrespect, Adam. Right. And,
well, no. I don't think anyone can turn into Adam. Adam's definitely his own person.
Adam is in a category of his own. Yay for Adam.
Yeah, and I say that completely out of love. It's not me being cheeky or insulting. No, it is genuinely out of a place of love.
All right, I think we got another one. Agent Cooper, 1989, good friend of mine. He asks, where do you get the ideas for challenges and the more creative top 10 lists? Now, I don't know if this is a question towards you or towards the WhatCulture.com deal, but still.
Well, the top 10 lists usually come from the writers of WhatCulture.
Right.
So, WhatCulture Wrestling, the website, has basically writers who come up with these ideas, and these are then usually turned into scripts by whoever on the team, mainly Adam. I would say Adam's usually the main script writer. So he'll maybe take an article that someone's written and then turn it into a script. Or he might just come up with something completely off the cuff in terms of YouTube channel. Challenges, they just depend out of the minds of the boys, really. In terms of the challenges and the forfeits and things like that. So that's all on them and all their crazy brains, really.
So here's another question just coming from me. Can we expect any other content coming from you from WhatCulture.com? Because we know we have you doing the Cesaro section. Can we expect you to do any top 10s or some different kind of challenges, possibly again on Adam versus Adam?
Yeah, there should be more sort of things in the future that won't just be the Adam versus Adam and sort of Cesaro section. Obviously, it's still early days. I've just started and just sort of got my foot in the door in terms of being online and being on the YouTube channels, being a face of the YouTube channel. So there's plenty of time to come up with ideas. I definitely have some ideas in my head, the things that I would maybe want to do, but that's all to be discussed and to be confirmed. But there will be more of me. You just have to wait just a little while longer.
I guess another question is that going into now it's 2016 and WrestleMania usually is the closer of so many different doors. Anything that we could possibly expect going into 2016, night after WrestleMania? What are your expectations going into the night after WrestleMania?
Oh my goodness. Do you know what? This is the first year I would say I really don't know. I think I don't know. I think they're going to do an NXT talent shift after WrestleMania. I think that's the only sort of logical thing that I can think of right now, where it'll either happen on WrestleMania or it'll happen on Raw, which I think is probably the most logical idea. But I could definitely see maybe them bringing up some talent from NXT and debuting them on Raw after WrestleMania, because I think that's the best start that they could have on the main roster is obviously doing that.
Definitely, I could definitely.
But that's all I've got. That's all I've got just now for that, because really I don't know, because we all don't know how WrestleMania is going to go for one. So God knows what the night after WrestleMania is going to hold. But usually it's always a good show and everyone has a great time and the fans are incredible